Hello and welcome. Right, I have got, I was going to start this in a few minutes and I thought, no, stick this now. I'm not sure if this is going to get in there because I tried this on another Let's Play and it was a bit of a bigger John Deere and it didn't quite go through the door. Yeah, and neither does that. Right, so I've always thought that was the one that would be perfect for a harvester. And now I don't think it is. Right, let's let that go. Because it's definitely not. It's a bit tight in the back one. Yeah, I've got to be careful as well. It's not got the levels. The levels are all over the place on this one. Because it is so... Yeah, the one at the back is perfect for harvesters. It is tall. So we're sticking this in there. There's only just enough room on this one. Really. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. That's it, that's it. You can do it. It's a bit snug. Yeah, I thought about time really that we actually put the stuff away. Well, some of it anyway, at the very least. Seems a bit appropriate. We're going to get that ploughing going in a minute. We're going to quickly run around the field. I'm trying to think. I do love Ridiculous Dominic's name as well. It's it's it gives me a chuckle. It does, because he's not ridiculous. He's ridiculous in a very good way. I've got to be honest. Right. So then I've got that. Have I got that the wrong way round? I think we have. That's the claws the wrong way round. It may work, but some do and some don't. Yeah, it depends if they were made to do that. This one is made to do. I've not got the feature. I didn't buy it. It's one of those. It's free job is. So right. So then. Oh, now will it let me do? Yeah, it will still let me do a custom field recording. I thought we'd done this. I thought we had. Oh, no, we didn't. We were talking. Oh, we have. I was going to say we have. So in that case, we're actually going to do the work. Now then, we are probably better to be using the other tractor because it's very well suited for this type of job, really. Not that this one isn't. Right, now where did we stick said tractor? Over there. Smashing. Yeah, I'm glad we've got the shed. I will start to get a few bits and bobs in. Yeah, because I know it does annoy people. It really does. Whereas me, I've got used to being a nomad when I'm doing start from scratches. I may have not liked it very much in the beginning. Right, let's header. Let's whisk that away on our way. Seems a bit of a shame, really, to stick that. Will it go in that little? I'm not sure, but you don't get much narrower than a header, really. It would be very ideal, but I don't think it's long enough. But we can try for posterity. So it would be useful to know whether it would do for a small starting harvester's header. It certainly wouldn't do for a. There you go. Excellent. Perfect. I always knew that shed was going to be good for something. I know we've still got this one as well. But, yeah, right. So then we claws the right way. I think that was this one. No, it was this way. It's always amazing. Whenever I swap from a normal tractor to this, I always have a bit fingers and thumbs to begin with. Right, I like great fields. And let's set this going. And make sure that I have a great fields. Yeah, it's chosen the right one. Home generator. 10.5 meters. 2 headlands, I think, is probably about right. No, I reckon 3. I reckon we can do 2's enough. Actually, I think 10.5. We need to be creating a new folder. CP5. I don't normally do them like that, but yeah, let's, because we've already got field 5 already, so save course. Fingers and thumbs, remember. Save course. Activate. 10.5 meters. And let's set you going. Just make sure I have done allow create fields, or this is going to be a very short-lived attempt. And I do believe that is spot on. Excellent. So we have actually got a D-stoner as well. I think now then, this really should be okay with that. I think we did it last. Yeah, we did. We did use this last time, and it was more than adequate. Right, whereabouts are you? Over here. Fantastic. Yeah, we're also. Yeah, let's be realistic. Let's stick this down. Being as we're using that. And I think, strangely enough, first time we're going to grab the weights that. Yeah, I know it's not fertilising, but it's just for the weight. It doesn't need to be terribly heavy either. It needs to be a monster. Although I think this is quite a good one actually. It is, yeah, 900 kilograms. According to that, that's more than adequate. Now, I hope this doesn't mean it does something weird though, because it should know we can't fertilise. It's going to be a bit of a lump, isn't it, really? This is the little one. So, CP5. And you didn't pick it because I'm not quite in there. At 5.1 is indeed correct. That looks about right to me. Save, activate, 5.1 meters. Perfect, that's finished. I don't know how fast this is for, I can't remember. But that's 10.5 and this is 5.5, so really the other fence should. Yeah, we'll stick with it for a little while. I'm going to go into a time lapse. We're going to do quite a few jobs, but yes, this is the most important, ready for tomorrow. I think July. Yeah, August we're going to plant. Yeah, I think we probably will do something like wheat. I think we'll probably do it for seeds or something. Where are you? Oh, yeah, you are starting there. Well, the other fence doing a cracking job. We shall see as well. We might have to do some smoothing, but yeah, I'm going to go into that time lapse. We've got a lot of work to do, and it has opened that fertilizer scanner as well. That was my concern. Anyway. Yes, and we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, let's have a look at that. You know, I'm quite liking where we are, if I'm honest. I really am. I think we'll stick that. No, no, we will. Well, we'll stick it where it was, I think. It's not up. No, in fact, we'll stick it in front of the windmill. Or, perfect. I agree. In the corner where the two doors shut, nothing is ever really going to go there. So much as, yeah, it's not going to take up any room, but it is actually under that bit of a door thing. I should have to remember that one. Because I think me and this silo stroke shed are going to be very good friends. I do love a lot of Bernie's mods, and this one I've really fallen in love with. Is that, yeah, like a first shed and also a silo for those Let's Plays that you don't need a massive one, but I mean, it's 2 million, so it's not a snippet. It's not like a little 200 tonner or something like that, so it's not so bad really. Right, so then what do we could do our liming. Could actually lime it, because it doesn't matter that it's not got anything in. Now must remember to use the fertilizer scanner as well. Not now obviously, but yeah, you know, when I do actually scan, definitely. Now then also, is our production doing well? Yeah, is it? Because it is really, it's our bread and butter. Something I've got to look after because it's looking after us. Yeah, so it is. There's two. Now, there's enough on this. It is. Yeah, we're definitely good on both of those. I do love this. It is a fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, it's doing as it should do. So then, lime, I believe. Yeah, fertilizer no, but lime yes. Fantastic. Now then, how far will this go? We're going to do this manually this time, I think. See just how good this is on that. Right, auto indeed is on. Oh, we didn't have a look at the what it was, did we? That's I always think that's advised. Oh, we were very lucky. We may have actually picked this spot thinking it was bad, but actually JMGaming has rewarded us for our 78 environmental score. Mr. Smith, that is a cracker. It really is. And we plowed that as well. I'm surprised that's let me get away with that, but hey ho. Right. I'm not going to time lapse this, I'm really not. And I know we've got a couple of, I've left a couple of marks because of doing that, but it's more important that you get the field. Let's face it, fields do have stones. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, I've done quite a bit on Yarra Valley, and this is the only other one that at the minute had a bit of a health scare. I don't want to make it sound worse than it was, but yeah, I was a bit concerned. I've had an emergency sort of thing for the doctors, and they're quite happy. So blood pressure was sky high, so I've taken it seriously. You've got to. So I'm only sort of cracking on with the 2 little Let's Plays until I feel marginally better. Yeah, I just thought I can cope with these. There's no pressure, and I often have thought to myself that there isn't. I think sometimes that the pressure's imaginary, but I don't think it is. I seriously think when your mind really knows how big something is, no matter how much you try and say, well, it's still only doing courseplay, which is what I've thought sometimes. Yeah, well, it's only doing courseplay. It is, but it's as a human being, there's weight to what you do. So, and I think that's real, and that's why I've only just come on this in Yarra Valley. Although Yarra Valley has now, after 8 episodes, got quite large, strangely enough. It has, so... And I managed okay. I'm still splitting it, but it's still the 2 smallest ones. The White Farm I could go on as well, but I'm wanting to save that till when we finish Neverland. Yeah, I'm not giving up. I'm just playing it sort of steady and waiting until I'm feeling better for doing the other ones. Guys, I'm determined this time. We're not letting anything slip. It's just going to take a bit of time. And yeah, I apologise for that, but yeah, you've got to take your health. You really have got to take your health. It's important. Fantastic. That looks pretty good to me. Look at that. How little we use. This is absolutely an amazing. It really is. This is its secret weapon, really. Right, so let's stick this. Oh, we could do that. I do love that ability of that. Now that, yeah, we can just about, I think, get that in that. Yeah, I've done this one a little bit better. On one of the other Let's Plays, I've done it with a bigger one. I quite like that. It doesn't look, the other one looks a little bit, I'm leaning it too far out, as in it's too long. It goes out the other way as well, actually, but I don't think that looks too terrible. It seems to match better, so I'm going to have to try and do the smaller one next time as well. Now then, we are going to block that in. Now then, it's not going to completely go in. But it's not far off. Oh, it is actually. It's yeah. I mean, the other one would go all the way in, but we can't because I think it's grazing the roof. Although I don't know. Let's just try it. We can, after all, hook up again and. It's another one of those that takes a long time to let go. It's it's not bad. It's all usable. Quite good little bit of space really. And then we've got the other one, which because of its door sort of space, the way that it is, that's can only take so much. Right. How are we doing on the stones? We are not far off. Yeah, this is going to be a short session. It really is. Yeah. I just wanted to sort of see how I cope with doing ag-res, so yeah, I'm happy. As I've said, really, event, so it's probably going to be one of those, actually this may be the shortest episode in history, really. Do we go through till tomorrow morning? Because it doesn't matter, and then we'll get this ready, and I think we'll use Mr. Biggie. Yeah, my second favourite tractor. We've got this ready, and I don't think we can plant in July. I mean, we can plant grass, but yeah, I'm thinking, do we go barley? There's also canola. I'm trying to think. Let's have a look. So on Yarra Valley, the thing's completely different. So we can plant wheat, barley, or canola next month. We could. I think we're going to go wheat or barley, and barley has the advantage in so much as it gets harvested 1 month sooner. So if you can do a grass field, which I'm not intending to do, but yeah, if you were, you could actually. Right, so then let's go wheat and barley. Yeah, I always think barley gets missed out a lot, really. Right, so we can't. No. We're just going to get it ready. We're going to get the field ready now, and then we're going to literally, I think we'll do this as well, and we're going to go into a little bit of a more of a time lapse because it is a fairly big field, strangely enough. Didn't quite get it. That's it. I think 2 headlands I reckon is about right actually, because it's got plenty of field edge, this one. So 6 metre. Do we time it? Do you know, I might have a chat because I don't think somehow. Right, anyway, let's go through till the morning. I've not got a mat, have I? No, I haven't. Oh, have I? No, I haven't. I have. Oh, I've got a hovering mat. Okay, right, so yes, last month at 8 o'clock. We've got no money at the minute, but of course our generator, because it is so special, is going to give us that little bit of a cushion. Actually, it's a little bit more than a bit of a cushion. It's not a monster, but it is very good. Yeah, that's It's not game changing. Although it is if you got no seeds or anything like that. That's the one thing I am going to definitely say. Corn header 6 meter. Ooh. I'm not sure that would cope with a 6 meter corn header. It can cope with a little one, I think, but that's it. I don't think it can cope with that. It's a shame, really. Let's open this. And let's get cracking. It's not quite right. Yeah, we're gonna do this the good old-fashioned way. Just me chatting. Yes. Right. Let's remember this is a beast, and it can go around corners very, very well. Yes. I don't think it's going to take us too long, but yeah, it's been nice. We've de-stoned it. We've limed it. Now we need to do this, and then we need to run the fertilizer spreader over. Which I suppose I could make groundbreaking history and use this, I think, for the second time in the entire FS22 and shock you all that I've actually used the fertilizer scannery thing. So do you know something? We are going to do that. We're going to go nearest and we are going to go run and grab the fertilizer spreader with fertilizer. And we're going to use the scanner, so we're going to need that off that in a minute. I think he or she has got 1 or 2 rows left. Right, let me just borrow that, please, sir. Because I wish to shock everybody in a good way. Right, fantastic. Yeah, it is a bit of a struggle. We shall stick this straight into our... Right, yeah, wow. I think nearest should be in the right place, and you are. It's nearly finished. A couple more runs. Let's grab you, and for the first time in history, I'm going to stick this on and shock you all that I'm going to use it. I did use it once as well. Gave Milk That Hen a right good laugh because I didn't actually switch it on. It's supposed to. I think it's. That's it. Yeah. It's got to be blue. It really has. Not that it'll do anything without me having the fertilizer in on the back, but we just very nicely put that away, and now we're going to have to grab it out again. Well. It's not the end of the world. Right, so we need to throw that out. Yeah, there will do, I think. And we want to grab that again and overload. And yeah, fantastic. And we are going to make history. This is going to be the second time in FS22 that I actually use the fertilizer scanner and get a bit of a bonus. That is true. I don't pay any attention to this. I'm a terror. Yeah, I do mean to, but... Oh, in auto we are. We don't really need to stick it all in, but you know, let's speed through it. Fantastic. Blocked by an object. Oh, they bumped into each other. Yep. Oh, they're alright. Fantastic. So then we should... Oh, that is true. There's not really a lot to go on yet. Yeah, we ought to let the fence... Ooh, make sure we're a little bit out of the way though. Yeah, like this is probably fairly safe. Yeah, let's go grab the D-stoner because I think that's not far off. Has the fen done its 2? I'm not sure, it may have just... Oh dear me. Oh. You're about to finish, so hopefully... Nope, it's not going to wait. It's going to ram you off. Ram you off the fields. So yeah, let's just quickly move before the vent disintegrates you. So it's a little bit bigger and very much heavier, as well as having the seeder. Although I suppose you've got the destoner. So I think, it won't do it because it's done the seeding now. Yeah, I've always said that was a bit of a mistake, really. I think we've done everything anyway, I think. Let's put that away. Because it's tough, I think. Yeah, there's a couple bits where once it's done the seeds, it seals the field and that's it, really. Right, we should stick this and make a little bit of a line with it. Because it doubles it, I think. I think it's maybe a little bit more. It's quite special, this process. It is very hilly, it is. I was just looking at the contours of the land. It's quite amazing. Yes, some of the damage we did is actually fixed and some of it is still there, yeah, with the strange hovery edges. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the grate on this one because it's a little bit difficult to actually get it done. So right, let's go to productions and make sure I've got that switched on, because I think I'll have switched it off by now. Oh no, that is the right one. Production shed line. Have we got any water left? 10 tons. We've only got a little bit. It's not a lot of stones. 1,244. That is more than enough. So it's going to double, more than double. Sort of like 3 sort of times something. No, not quite, but yeah, it's something like that. Something in a bit, definitely. Right, so then this, I think we're going to stick this at the back because this we're not going to use an awful lot. So if I can actually do it and stick it in that little space. Just thinking about the overhang of the windmill. Ooh. That I'm just trying to destroy my beauty. Would be a fantastic place to live, that would, wouldn't it, really, when you think about it? Yeah, it's partially undercover. We would probably sheet it down in real life as well. You just can't do that in FS, really, yet. Although we have got sheets that go on the floor that I think it's Bartson that's done it. I have got it, but it's more for bales, so it's not really a cover that goes over something. But yeah, the thoughts there. But I can't really put it down like I would like to do. Right, so are we going to take over from our big fence? Well, it doesn't seem to have had any struggly bits, but the real thing would be at the end. Let's let it finish the row it's on, and then we're going to take over. Not a lot of overlap, it's about perfect. It's just one thing the workers are good at, but it looks, is it going to do that where it lifts it a little early? Courseplay seems to have, no, that's actually alright for once. Yeah, on some implements, Courseplay seems to lift a little early. So quite a new thing that. Right, let's crack on. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's not going to take us very long now. A couple of minutes. Maybe, yeah. But we are going to leave it at that point. Yeah, we are. I'm not going to speed up, go through the months or anything silly, but I am going to. It's going to be a short session, as I said. Yes, I'm trying to be sensible, and we will have a quick look though to make sure that we have actually done this right. Now, you could only do that with that, couldn't you? Really, do a complete turnaround. I mean, I don't mean you couldn't go wide, but we didn't even bother doing that. We just literally turned around. It's a bit of an amazing, it is super, which is why, of course, it is my second favourite. I mean, yeah, but actually, I suppose, yeah, I would include this. It's just the type. It's quite amazing, really. Yeah, you've got to be careful because you'd also clip your... Yeah, I think I missed a tiny touch there actually. So, what's that old saying? Pride comes before a fall. Yeah, but that's the user, that's not the actual implement's fault. Also, the other thing you could do is you could do the round and rounds, which is my weapon of choice, really, if I'm honest. It's what I prefer to do. So you'd go to the edge and just zip like that. And then just sort of clip the corner and make it... Oh, that's true. Let's just rectify that because I'm sure that's... Yeah, literally not done properly. Yeah. So there may be a couple more like that at the other end. We shall have a look. Yes, I'm very pleased with our progress on this as well, and we will be. It is true, we are limited by the fields, and we're going to have to be careful as well, because yeah, I mean that. Not sure about the next field on this particular patch, right? No. Even this is. Yeah, I would like to be thorough and do this properly. Yeah, that's the bit of stone that we missed. Yeah, that's smashing, sorted. Catch that bit that we missed as well. Yeah, the next one is, it's got the road going through it, and it's very, if you think this one was bad, then that one's worse. Although that bottom section is actually quite nice. So, yeah, that's not so bad. There we go, that's the bit we missed. Or is that down to the contour of the field? Let's have a look, shall we? Can we fix that? No. So we have a casualty. I did think we would have. I did think we would, yeah, not quite escape with it being... So we want a doubler. Maybe a tripler, actually, think about that. Right, let's try that. Let's lift. Oh, no, let's go. Lift. And can we now... Will it let us do it? No, not quite. But maybe one of those that you really do need to plough. So we'll leave it for now. It's a bit of the field that we just can't quite get. It's the only bit that we've found though so far, so I'm quite pleased with that. I didn't expect it to be perfect. Now then, did we miss a bit this way? I don't think so, but we'll have a look on the field info when we finish. Let's catch this corner properly, and should then pretty much go round and round. Pretty much. And it shouldn't take us very long. I think my estimation of 2 minutes was a little bit. Yeah, on the plus side, you forget about the fiddling and all the bits and bobs which invariably happen, which make your 2 minutes more like 10. Right, let's... Oh no, it's more worse than you think, actually, this, yeah. Let's just clip this corner to make it nice. And can't get that way now, but you probably could do it the other way, where you go crossway, so we'll try that as we finish, I think. Just to see if you can, if you try from a crossways instead of length. Yeah, like, I know what I mean, I'm not explaining it very well. I'm sure you probably know what I mean. Fantastic. Yeah, just look, as we're going, I'm looking to make sure. I can't see any real misses other than that patch, so I think we're going to go try and swing wide. And we're going to go... In fact, you know something? In another couple of turns, we will be almost facing that. Ah, there's another bit here. See it? So there's a couple of patches. There's a patch there. Oh, no, I think we got most of that. Yeah, another couple of turns of the round and round, and we will actually be almost at that point, facing that very way. So patience is a virtue, and it is a very useful one. Yeah, it's something I have really got to learn. Listen to patience. I am a terror for wanting everything yesterday, and it is a bad. Yeah, it's not the best quality. I mean, of course, wheat would have probably been a slightly better. Yeah, it's not. You don't get so much barley as you do wheat, but there's not a lot in it. You do also still get straw, which is useful. Yeah, this has made a good field. It really has. I'm very pleased. I think that other one, I am right, I would really seriously need to. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit special. Not as much on this wrong as I thought. There might be a little bit more than this, really, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's better, and I do still concur with what I said about it is easier to do when it's bare earth. You can see it better. No, it is. Yeah, I think but I think now is probably the right time to go across. I'm still not sure that this is going to work, but it is. You were right. Yeah, you were right. Is it just the one? I thought it was two. I think we may have covered the other one better than I thought, actually. So, really, I mean, Harvester, I'm not sure if the Harvester is going to struggle at all, because they do not like horrible bits, as I found. It was that more than anything on Agres last time that why I spat my dummy out the pram, really, because it really was awful. Yeah, and I'd done it before, and I thought, oh, not again. But yeah, as a human, I'd had enough. Yeah, fold away. So there we go. Right, now, before we do that, let's just check on this. I do love to use this feature of the game to see. Oh, you see? You see? We missed an entire section there, which you can see now. Now we know it's not been done. It's a good job we checked. Really? It must have been that I thought I started it on first, not nearest, but hey ho. It's an entire 6 metre section on the edge of the field. Yeah, sooner just miss a tiny touch on the edge. Get it on the inner edge properly. I may have done, actually thinking about it. Oh, well, I've obviously got to have done. Now let's have another look. Now that looks a little bit better. Yeah, other than the corner tiny little bits, I'm quite happy with that. Right, so then we're still going to need more sheds. I do definitely concur with what I said. This probably will go where we did last time, put the limer. I think this is trying not to destroy the lime bags, but I think we're going to touch them a little. Yeah, let's go a little bit tight. We are going to need that, so we're going to have to shift this in a bit. Because, yeah, I suppose we could sort of go like that, so we can still get it's half undercover. More than you think, actually, but yeah, it's not perfect. But yeah, again, you probably would with this type of setup. Put a plastic tarpaulin over it. Or not necessarily plastic. It could be the old-fashioned good ones. Right, did we... Nah, let's finish this off. We're not going to time-lapse it either. No, it's not going to take as long to whiz over this field with this and make some history. So then... Excellent. And we should get the bonus too. So... A little bit of a short session, but yeah, it's an important one. We will have completely done everything. We've limed it, fertilised it. We will, of course, have to spray it. Now, we have got one, haven't we? We got a super duper sprayer that was really reasonable, I think, didn't we? 21 metre jobby. The deltas, I think. Or am I imagining there was that another? It may have been another. Let's go. We'll have a look. Yeah, on the Yara we've got the really nice big John Deere specialist also that does the lime. We just bought the big lime back, 19,500, 32 metre spread, so a little bit special. And it's really is the sprayer unit. I think it's the 4940. I think it is. Have we got a sprayer? We'll have a look in a minute before we scoot. If not, we're going to need one, yeah. Doesn't necessarily have to be a spray, although I think that's probably the best in the circumstances, really. Let's have a look. I might have left it down at the shop. It does ring a bell. I don't think I'm talking nonsense, although I do sometimes. I think we all do sometimes. But yeah, I definitely admit to this fact that yeah, talking nonsense is a skill. Right, yeah, missed that little strip. Let's do a spin around. We'll just capture that. So for the second time in history, we have actually scanned our fields with the scanner thing. It's a 2.5% bonus. It's not too shabby. I mean, you'll hardly see it, but which is why I don't really. It's a bit like I do like to. Oh, he says I do like to. Yeah, but at the minute it's equipment. We haven't got can't afford the equipment, and I know we sort of technically can. You're thinking, oh, you've got 669. Yeah, I know, but what I mean is, right. Let's fold that away. So it doesn't shut it off. It's a weird one. That's why I think I didn't realise you've got to switch it on the first time I used it, because it's not the normal switch on buttons. Right, can we... No, I'll stick that where it was, I think. Yeah, I mean it will switch off when we drop it on the floor. Underneath the overhang of the windmill. If it goes... Oh, it does just fit under, actually. Not... Ooh. Okay. Right, so then we definitely need more sheds. We are definitely... I suppose we could stick that under that away, because we can easily drag it out to get the... So we are going to need to grab the wood chips, or to make some more wood chips. That is probably... In fact, yeah, it's going to be the next job. So do you know something? Yeah, we won't stick that away in a minute. What about the baler? Could that not actually go away? Not... could it go away? And oh yeah, of course it can. Being silly, we could stick that inside the... Yes, no, that's a little bit of a stretch. Let's stick that away. Oh, yeah, sort of. It's terrible. That was a bad one. Yeah, that can go in there. And we could actually still stick... We could have done the Suprema in there. I had forgotten that we'd still got a little bit of space. And then these are a bit... Yeah, a bit like windrowers. They really do go wherever they like. Because they're so small. So easy to turn around. Yeah, it's almost impossible to stick. Well, for me, I'm not saying it's impossible. Oh, actually, there's a point. That could equally go in the overhang bit. Really? and we can stick these at people. Oh, my life. Will you please be a good baler? Can I do it? Is there enough room? I think so, just about. That's about right, though. Ooh, no. It was a good idea, but, you know... Ooh. Yeah, you're going to block entrance to the silo, so do you know? Not quite such a good idea as you thought. The other one is perfect, though. That is definitely true and can stay there. So we're going to need to walk around the door. Not quite like that, though. It's going to take an age to drop. That's it. Wait for the click. Stick the subpoena in, and then I will have done all that I possibly can to be tidy at present, so we can afford another shed. Well, we could afford it. I'm not going to make that. Yeah, that is definitely a truth that we could afford that at present. Steady on. The lee of the land dragged me around a bit there. And that, I'm being truthful, it really did. It hit like a bit of a bump. Smashing. That's about perfect. Yeah. Couldn't shut the doors, but it is in the overhang, so I do love these type of buildings. I do. We could, I suppose, use some more of that type of shed. They are, yeah, they really for when I'm doing well, but you can get the individual ones, which probably would fit nicely. About here, you can stick. Let me show you. Can we move? We'd have to move the lime by nefarious means if we're going to try to do this, though. Yeah, because apologies. Right, let's carry on with that. Let's see if we can push that over the edge, like so. And I do apologise. It's well, speed and expediency, because I think I'd like to do the shed is what I'm trying to get at. So then, by Bernie. Oh no, wrong button. Oh, do you know, seriously? Apologies for that. Yeah, that was just, will you go away? Right, thank you. I do apologise for that. I'm not sure you'll have seen that, but yes. It was another game launcher trying to launch a game at this precise. Right, so then I think, yeah, another one just there, but it will be the other one. And this doesn't always work, because the only bad thing about this particular shed pack by Bernie is it only does cardinals, so you can't always twist it around right, which is a shame, because I'd probably use it a little bit more. Yes, I think it would fit perfectly on that little section there. If not, no, it's bigger. It's bigger than you think. It's the individual one. Yeah, and I am right. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's well, let's try and twist it. It might do the other way, like that. Ooh. Right, just about. Oh, it's only 8,004. It's not quite like I'd like it, but if we stick that, so yeah, to make sure we're not going to ruin the field, and spin around a little bit, we need to see that this is right at the back. We might get a bit of a lift. Don't think there's too much. Right, landscaping. We're going to need to lift that far corner. Not as much as you think, actually. That wasn't as bad as I anticipated. Don't think that's buried. It's this front that I was thinking it might not be quite as... I don't know, actually. I think... So we don't think we'll get any more, if any more. I think a little bit of a widening out. Yeah, not... No, also I think we're going to do landscaping. And we're going to soften this here. So that you would get a bit of a gradient leading up to, so you could actually get in there, which is also going to mean that bush is partially unblocked again. A bit more just there. I think that's not too shabby. But we could have a look. Let's have a ride. Ooh, wrong time. Yeah, you could probably get 2 implements in there, really. And it is a good size shed. It's a little bit small on the... It's big underneath, but not too big. Yeah, not too tall. You won't get a harvester in there. Unless it's... no, I won't say that. People might take offence to that. The words that I would have chosen there. Yeah, there we go. So we have got another shed. Yeah, even though I said... Oh, it's a bit of a... Yeah, there's a bit of... You can see under that side. Let's just fix that, because I must admit that does bother me as well. I do like to not have hovering sheds. I think that's about right. Yeah, it is. I know. Yeah, I'd sooner have it slightly lumpy than and not see under it than see under it. So there we go, another shed. So another couple of implements can go away nicely. I've not got that much out now, actually, really. Some of these things you would keep out, like the water thing. We could stick that away. That is annoying probably everybody if we don't knock it over. Last thing of the session, let's just get that put away finally. So it's not all... Seriously, I know it's super duper this is, and I'm not always... Ooh. Yeah, let's... Do you know, pig's ear comes to mind, I believe is the saying, pig's ear. Right, yes, I do concur, it was a bit of a pig's ear. I stick this on that side. Perfect. And I think we can still get another couple and the back can stay at the back. So actually, we're about there. I mean, yeah, the trailers I have said, and I do definitely agree that they are, yeah, there's not much you can do about those at all. This thing obviously is, its job is to be, now then where is the water? Oh, it's down the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, we're just going to fill this as we go out, but I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this. Yeah, it is a fantastic map. It is. I'm very, very glad that we're back, keeping our word. We said we would, and we now are. So yeah, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.